Shalawam Yasharala, Shalawam. This is your brother, Malak La'ab, and I always gotta say, first and foremost, Ka Halam La Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakah, Wadash, and I want to say double honors to the head apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who teach in truth and sincerity. And I want to say Shalawam to the hopeful elect, the one-third remnant, Akim Aqua of the house of David, Shalawam, peace be unto you and your households. And through the spirit, man, got done watching a couple of the brothers, man. I was just going through, man, and trying to see what else I could watch. And through the spirit, Yahawashi, man, led me to this video. Um, it's an old subscription that I had subscribed to before, man. But it came into play, man. And man's going as other Lord, man. So the Most High led me to this video, man. And this is just a Edomite whistleblower, just trying to rat on, and give insight on what Esau has going on, and the plans that Esau has coming, man, to this world, man. His delusion, as we should say, man, that's in his head, man. That Yahawashi, man, has put on this man to go ahead and to reveal, you know, um, because Esau, man, these people got a time coming up that they think is gonna catch somebody off guard, man. But through the spirit of Yahawashi, the hopeful elect, man, we not gonna get caught off guard, man. It says we should not be deceived. I don't want to righteous eye. You see, if we be a part of that number, man, we should not be deceived, man. We putting on as the hopeful elect right now, man, until it be solidified, man, in that day. You know, so hey, man, through the spirit, how about Shemashah, man? We gonna get into this video. I should snatch a few presets, man, through the spirit of Yahawah Shemashah, whatever comes to mind, But man, Esau think that he got he think he got he got a master plan, man. Hey, man, this is Yahawah Shemashah's plan, man. This is his will, and his will shall be done. So we gonna go ahead and get into it. Esau Edom planning a space force, and planning, all types of madness, man. But through the spirit, man, we should not be deceived nor overtaken with his wickedness. So, Adonai Ratazah, this could be an edifying video. So let's get into the video.
Hey guys.
And I'm gonna pause every now and again when something comes to mind to speak on, or if I gotta go snatch a precept. So let's go ahead.
It's KJ from the Scariest Movie Ever. I wanted to talk to you today in this video about Space Force and some of the logos around Space Force. Also the connection between Freemasonry and ancient Egypt. We'll also discuss the coming fake alien invasion and what role Space Force may have in that coming event.
And they say a coming alien invasion. Nah, this is Yahawah Shemashah sending Yahawashi, man, to go ahead and come and gather his elect, man, from the four winds, man. Something that these Edomites, man, or the lower level Edomites, man, don't understand. You see, these high level Edomites, they understand what's coming. You see, but hey, the election not be deceived, man. We understand these things, man, because we've been studying, man. We understand these things because Yahawah Shemashah has revealed it to us, man. These mysteries, man. You see, some of these things, these 2/3, man, are gonna be knocked off the hours, man. They're gonna be knocked to the ground, man. They ain't even gonna understand, man, in that day, man. Esau got a space force, coming up, trying to say, oh, an alien invasion, man, when it's really Yahawashi coming, and with the clouds and the multitude of angels, man. You see? But hey, we ain't gonna be deceived, man. Let's continue.
The Christian priest Origen said that the Egyptian philosophers have sublime notions with regards to the divine nature, which they kept secret and never discovered to the people but under a veil of fables and allegories. Now here we see the similarities to the teaching methods of Freemasonry, which also is performed by way of symbolism and allegory, and of course it's never revealed to the uninitiated.
You see? And this is, you see, Esau Edom, man, he puts subliminals and messages out there in the open, man. You just gotta know where to see and what to find, man. You see, Esau Edom is using Egypt, in his little thing he got going on, man. Because hey, Babylon the Great is spiritual Egypt, man. You see, this is where Yahawah shine when he took us out of the land of Egypt, the actual land of Egypt, man, and he told us, man, and he gave us those commandments. If we will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord our God, that all these curses should come upon us and overtake us, man. Let's go to it, you know. And one of the and the last curse, which is 68, it says, and the Lord, the Adonai Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, shall bring thee into Egypt again. That's right, man. Again, because we're not in Egypt. We're not in the land of Egypt right now, right? He already delivered our ancestors, right? He already delivered us out of the land of Egypt, the actual land of Egypt, right? Already, right? So he's talking about bringing us what? To spiritual Egypt, right? To be a servant to who? Our enemies. And it says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. That's right, man. He told us if we don't hearken unto him, all these curses are going to be upon us and overtake us. It says, thou shalt see it no more. And that's talking about going back to our land, man. We're all scattered around this world, man. You know, uh, but the majority of us is right here in the land of Egypt, man, right now, awaiting salvation, man. And some of us is waiting punishment, man, and judgment, man. You know. But the hopeful elect, man, we hope for the good, man. We don't hope for wrath from Yahweh Shema Shai. And what did it say? Let's continue though. And it says, and there it's Salaki. It says, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. That's right, man. No man shall redeem us. No man shall save us, man, from the slavery, this bondage that we were going to be in right here in Babylon the Great and wherever the Most High has driven us. But the majority of us is right here in Babylon the Great, being ruled over by who? Esau, Edom, and the rest of these nations, man, that have migrated here to live off of the benefits of Esau, Edom, man. They don't pay us no mind, and they definitely ain't helping us. They ain't buying us out of the hand of Esau, Edom, man. You see, they contributing to the pain. You see, is the reason why, man. Yahawashi got to come back, man, and set things straight, man. So let's get back into it, man. Hey, Babylon the Great, man, spiritual Egypt. Let's get it.
Masonic teaching centers on its initiation rituals. Each of Freemasonry's 3 degrees takes the candidate through a journey steeped in history, symbolism, and allegory to teach him lessons of how to praise his divine spark, or really more to the point, how to become the God-man, or your own God. Occult scholar Lewis Spence tells us the same goal of initiation in ancient Egypt. He says the purpose of initiation is a conventional attempt to realize man's place in the universe and in the divine scheme of things, and for this, I believe the Egyptian mystery system achieved for the first time in an orderly and philosophical manner. Have we no
And this is Esau Edom, as we know, you know, Esau Edom saying that he shall exalt his throne above the stars, above the throne of Yahweh, by Shem Yahawashi. He think himself that he is God, man. He got that do as thou will mindset, man. The most prideful man out of all nations, Esau Edom, the white man, the red man, the Idumean, right? These people, these people have a sore judgment coming. These people have a very, very sore judgment coming, man. Hey, because pride comes before destruction, right? These people thinking themselves more than they ought to, man. You see, thinking that they are God, man. And really, they're the basis of men. So let's get back into it.
lessons to learn from Egypt? Oh yes, we do. The greatest in the world. The knowledge of that divine introspection which alone can give man the likeness of the divine. There are multiple links between Freemasonry and ancient Egypt. Another link is Freemasonry and there are many links between ancient Egypt and Freemasonry. Another link they have is Isis, Osiris, the story that formed the crux of the ancient Egyptian belief system. In the Egyptian rites, Horus is the savior avenger, son of Isis, magically conceived through a ritual after the brutal murder of her husband brother Osiris.
He trying to exalt himself. I gotta get that, man. It's on my mind. Trying to exalt himself above these people, man. Hey, whoo, here it go right here. In Isaiah, gotta get it, man, through the spirit, man, of Yahawashi. In Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 12, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?" You know, and this heaven is talking about just a state of being, man. We understand, man, that the Most High is in the third realm, man, the third heaven, man. You see, but hey, right now, man, this is some people's heaven, some people's earth, some people's heaven, some people's hell right now, man. Which is the Israelites' hell right now, man. And the rest of these nations, man, they living it up, man. This is their heaven, especially Esau, Edom, man, which the world was given into the hand of the wicked, and Esau, Edom, the white man, is the wicked. So this is his world, right? It says son of the morning, man, because this man, uh, uh, you know, is he's wise, man. As it says in the scriptures, wiser than Daniel, right? And it says, "How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" That's right. This man is going to be cut down to the ground, man. Babylon the Great is going to be no more. Esau, Edom is going to be lowered to exactly what he is, man. You know, a piece of crap, man. You know, and he weakened the nations, man. Especially and starting off, man, with the Israelites, man. Yasharallah destroyed us as a people, man. But through the reviving of Yahawah Shema Shah, man, we back, man. The hopeful elect, man, the remnant, man, we seeking salvation, we seeking the Lord's face. And so he has put his breath of life back in us. And it says in verse 13, "For thou hast said in thy heart," and this is Esau's inward thought, man. You see, I will ascend into heaven. You know, he thinks that he got his space force right, his space stations right. The all-seeing eye, right? Get out of here, man. Trying to take the role of Yahweh Shem outside, he gonna be proven to be nothing. And it says, I will. He said, "I will exalt my throne above the stars of our power." Yahweh Shem outside, man. He thinks he's gonna be above the elect, man. You see, he thought he was gonna be above us, man. This is his inward thought, man. Above the Most High's people, right? With he told Abraham, man, your descendants should be as the stars of heaven. You know, just roughly paraphrasing, we are, which is Yasharallah. And it says, "I will sit also among the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north." And this right here is it, man. Hey, the apex, man, of the whole world, man, is what? Babylon the Great. Everybody want to come to Babylon the Great. What? The land of the north, right? And it says, and he said in verse 14, it says, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds," right? He thinking the highest points, right? He thinking himself way too highly of himself, man. This base man. And it says, he said, "I will be like the Most High, the highest." Yahawah Shema Shah. That's this man's inward thought, man. He wants to be the Most High, man. You see? And that's good. That's this man's downfall, man. You see? This man has been walking in wickedness, man, since his birth, man. You see? This man should not be as the Most High. This man should be as a piece of dung on the ground. You see? Most High is going to judge this man, man. He's going to get the worst judgment out of every nation, man. He's going to be chased out of the earth after 1,000 years, man, of hardcore bondage, man. The double cup, the double portion in that cup that he's going to be drinking, man. You see? All hell and indignation, man, to this man. So prideful, man. The Most High is going to show him.
We can apply this myth to modern Freemasonry's allegory of the murder of Hiram Abiff, the chief architect of Solomon's temple. Isis made a widow by Osiris's murder. Freemasons are called widows' sons, by the way. And this gives birth through initiation ritual to Horus, the Redeemer, raised solely that we may avenge the destruction of wisdom by Set, aka Chaos or the Devil, and restore peace, harmony, and the just God, in whom there is no death. Again, there are many similarities between Freemasonry and the Egyptian mystery schools. And speaking of that, let's take a look at some of the symbolism around Space Force associated with ancient Egypt.
Lock it.
You look like the kind of person that likes to spice it up in the bedroom, and if so, I have the perfect
Lock it.
recommendation for you.
Right here, I slowed down a part of the video. I'm going to show you how they slide in beast system symbolism just in this official video here from Space Force. And it's the most common symbol, which is associated with ancient Egypt.
Right, the beast system, NATO, EU, right? These nations coming together, right, thinking that they're gonna be able to fight against Yahawashi, that dragon, right?
The pyramid with the all-seeing eye. And here's our pyramid, and just a few seconds later, your all-seeing eye. So once again, your association with the beast system. It's one of the most common symbols we see on everything. Here's another sequence you need to pay attention to. Look at the screen right here in the background. There's something you need to see here. We'll take a closer look. It's important to understand that this sequence during that video only lasted a few seconds. It was pretty quick. I had it slowed down. But as you can see right here, just in the few seconds that we had during this sequence, we have a countdown taking place right over here. And in that few seconds, they made sure that we got our 311. Now, 311 is our 33. That's our connection to Freemasonry, of course, once again, in the mystery school.
And that's that Esau wisdom, man. These people trying to connect the dots, add up numbers and stuff like that, man. The knowledge of this man is foolishness with the Most High. The knowledge of this world is foolishness with the Most High. He let's keep going, man.
As well. 33 is a magic number. The occultists, the Luciferians use this in everything. We see it all the time in movies, TV shows, news stories, corporate logos. It's everywhere. It's also used by them as a mockery for the death of Christ at the age of 33. So we got the 33. Once again, we find everywhere in this beast system associated with that backbone, Freemasonry. But what's this? We see something else right here. What's this image? These images right over here. We also had a few seconds of these images, and these images were actually active. They were lighting up. The one on the right was moving. And what do we have here? Take a look.
Demonic
we have
images.
A false god from ancient Egypt. One of the false gods, a chimera.
That's how you know.
It's a mixture of.
That's how you know, man. Esau, Edom, man. He trying to. That's how you know, man. The Most High is true, and every man is a liar, man. Because Esau, Edom, making and liking. I know you guys seen the back of the dollar, man. The back of a dollar bill, man, has the pyramid of Egypt, man. You see that all-seeing eye, all that, man. These people, man, are liking. They know what they're doing, man. They know what's going on, man. These people know what's going on, man. It's that these 2/3, Jake, and the rest of these nations, man, which are deceived by Esau, man, which put a covering over these people's eyes, man. It says deceive the nations, man. You see? He knows what he's doing, man. He's putting these subliminals all everywhere, man. You just gotta have the eyes to see and the ears to hear.
Yeah? You get your chimera, you get your false god from ancient Egypt, in the mystery schools. And we take a look on the right, and what we have over here, we have another one of those false gods. He's kind of upside down right there, but it looks like he's coming out of what I believe is CERN, the LHC.
And didn't we just have CERN do some weird stuff just not too long ago? Right? These people know that these people are trying to open gateways and all that type of stuff, man, to try to let demons in. Nah, man, Yahawashi is opening gateways and letting demons come up in here, man, to get ready to tear this whole place up, Slaki. You know? It's just frustrating, man. This place has to go. This man this is the plan, man. This is Esau's plan, man, that he thinks that he's going to do, man. But this is really Yahawashi plan. You see, Esau just an idiot. Because what? The Most High said it, man. Scripture says, man, he's choosing people's delusion. Hey, he's choosing Esau, Edom's delusion, man. You see, he's choosing this world's delusion, man. But what? The elect shall not be deceived, man. The hopeful elect, man, we out here studying and doing the will of Yahawashi. Ultimately, why? Because in these upcoming times, what? Knowledge and wisdom is going to be the stability of our times, man, to get us through these things, man. Because Yahawah Shai already done revealed to us, man, these upcoming things, man, through the elders and apostles and like-minded brethren on down, man. We studying, man, to show ourselves approved, man, because in that day, man, these people which are not approved by Yahawah Shai, man, are going to be deceived and ultimately get the charagma and ultimately be put to death by Yahawah Shai, man. You see? The remnant, man, we hope, man, and we see these things coming, man. Hey, man, we hastening the day, man. Let's continue.
Significant, symbolic for the abyss. So on this left side, we have one of the ancient false gods of Egypt. Over here on the right, we have another one which appears to be coming out of the abyss, coming out of LHC, coming out of CERN. We know CERN just fired up again over the last several weeks. And of course, the chaos in our world right now is increasing. And it has been. Everything's being turned upside down. We're literally in the shadow of tribulation. We're waiting on the Antichrist to make his full-on appearance.
We already know.
And I believe his spirit is very active right now behind the scenes. And I see that everywhere. U.S. Space Force establishes new units to track threats in orbit.
There's many antichrists, man. You see? It just means against Hamashiach, man. You see, against the anointed, man. And, hey, man, there's many antichrists, man. You see? We're not looking for that. We understand it's already here. We see that, man. We looking to these prophecies, man. You see the unfold, man. So we can already direct not ultimately seeing and knowing exactly what time Yahawashi is coming, but aligning everything, man. And that we won't be hit off guard, man, with these things coming, man. And when Yahawashi do come, man, we gonna already know, man, what's going on. And look at this right here. Look at this Esau Edom's. This is Esau Edom's logo right here. This is Esau Edom's logo, man, for the Space Force, man. Space Delta 18. You see that Sphinx right there, looking up with the star above, with the pyramid, man. This man is wicked as hell, man. Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Egypt, man. You see, physical wickedness stuff.
Of course.
And
the unit's
spiritual
mission is to outwit, outreach, and win in the space domain. But take a look at the symbolism right here, and it doesn't get much more obvious. You've got a pharaoh, a false god on top of the planet, just underneath the 8-pointed star of Lucifer. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, man.
The Antichrist ruling the world. The pharaoh
Esau
on
Edom.
top of the planet, the pharaoh being a
right.
symbol for the Antichrist,
Esau
underneath
Edom.
the 8-pointed star of Lucifer. It's perfect for the times we're in. And this is from Space Force.
And
this
the devil
is official.
gonna let you know he the
But it's,
goddamn
again,
devil.
right in front of
Always.
our face, but so few people really understand the implications. This is the beast system. And here's another example of the symbolism surrounding Space Force. Now, this was discovered by a friend of ours, Jacob Israel. He recently was talking about this. I wanted to show you this as well. I looked it up, and this really is one of the official Space Force hats that are out there. They're even selling these. But as we find in this beast system, sometimes to get to the truth, you have to flip things upside down.
Money off the
Because
deception.
everything's being flipped upside down right now in our reality as it is. But they work in secret. They work in shadows. It's the occult. It's hidden in front of your face, but you can't see it. This is one of the ways that we can see what they're doing, what they're showing each other, what they're showing us, the real spirit behind whatever it is.
And that's why we gotta ask for Yahawah Shai, man, to continue to open our eyes, man, and to reveal these mysteries to us, man. That we might not be deceived, man, by this man Esau Edom, man. This goddamn devil, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We understand these things, man, through the Spirit.
Let's take a look at this hat flipped upside down. There it is. It really doesn't get much more obvious. You see the Baphomet, a representation of the devil himself.
Wow.
The shuttle, it's supposed to be a shuttle, that's actually the face. You see the eyes, you see the mouth, and out of the top of the head you see the horns. And just like the Baphomet, the representation we see, the imagery of Baphomet, you get the pentagram right above his head, perfectly placed. And right there it is. That's what we need to understand about Space Force, because that's the spirit that's behind it. And Space Force is going to be used here very soon, I believe, with this fake alien invasion. Just
Nah, these people are going to try to get the Space Force together, man, to try to fight against Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. When he sends Yahawashi, man, and the multitude of angels, man, to come and to wreak havoc, man, and judgment on this earth, man. You see, to the wicked, man. To the wicked and these wicked, man, that follow after the devil, man. You see?
not going to be aliens from another planet. They're
Nah, they're going to be,
beings,
this is Yahawah, Shemashai,
evil
these
entities,
angels, man.
demons,
Hey,
fallen
oh,
angels.
yeah, the wicked angels, man, on the left hand side of Yahawah Shemashah to do his bidding, just as the right hand angels, man, are on the right hand of Yahawah Shemashah to do his bidding, man. All doing the same thing. But these on the left hand side, man, is out here to deceive people, man, to lead the people that's not supposed to be led the right direction off, so they can go ahead and get their judgment, man. Hey, keep on pushing, spirits.
For one of the greatest deceptions this planet is ever going to see. Did you know that there's a connection between the green movement taking place on the planet right now that we're being forced into and
Talk
the
about
so-called
deception.
aliens? There is a connection there. It's very interesting. So I want to take a look here at a few of these clips. In this first one right here, this man used to be the Minister of Defense in Canada. For many years, he's been coming out in public and talking about the aliens. Now listen to what he says here. It comes more near the end of this clip, but he'll show you that association. This is one example, that association between the so-called aliens, which are demons and fallen angels, and the green movement that's being forced on this entire planet right now as part of the final beast system, of course. A complete and total control grid.
Do all of the alien species kind of work together, or much about it?
And no alien species, man. These angels working for Yahawashi.
Fossil fuel.
On the
Never
left
been
hand
done, never
side.
conducted. 9. He was dying, and he actually died the following year in 1990. It's the only time he's ever talked about this on camera. It's about 14 minutes long, and I'll just show you a few clips. But he's ex-CIA, and more importantly, he claims to be
Whistleblowing.
ex-Men in Black. And just check out what he's saying here. He actually gives a few dates, and he missed the coronavirus outbreak by only a couple of years. Remember, this was recorded in 1989. He also gives a date for the coming fake alien invasion, and that's only a few years off as well, so we'll see how close he is to that. But once again, we'll see that connection between everything playing out in the world right now and the current beast system as it stands, and what the so-called aliens want, their agenda.
This transition in my life happened in 1970. The senior black project director was William T. Latham, who had worked under CIA Executive Director Richard Schlesinger. Latham stated that I was the perfect candidate for my new position. I was a foster child, and I had no connections to existing relatives. I had no friends or social life. It was easy for them to erase my past and provide me with a new identity. I gave myself to them as a priest would to his God. But
And that's what Esau Edom does, man. He gets people, man. You see, that don't got no connection with the Most High, man. These heathen, these other heathen, man. His own people, man, and even some of Jake, man, is in his military, CIA, FBI, secret intelligence, all the way up to the damn White House, man. You see Jake in there, man, and some of the other heathen, man. You see, working for Esau Edom, man. You see, and this is what he does to the ones that's real close to the to that false light, man, that he thinks he's holding, man. You see, he goes ahead and uses his witchcraft, man, drugs, man, pharmakia. You see these different drugs, man, witchcraft, spells, all of that, man, to do his bidding, man. We ain't
my
ignorant
mind
to
had to
Satan's
be
devices.
erased. I was injected with various forms of mind-altering drugs.
Yeah, so he just saying,
A man in black. What I later discovered was that not all the men in black were human. About a third were alien hybrids. Their distinctive feature was...
and we understand, man, angels are able to, man, to change their appearances, man. In many instances, man, where the angels change their appearances, man, in the scriptures, man. You see? Lot. You see, let's see what else. The story with Lot. Uh, uh, um, and multiple other ones, man. Not to get thrown off, man, from the subject, man, but there's multiple scriptures, man, and accounts, man, and the scriptures, man, of the angels, man, changing their appearances, man, to do the bidding, man, of Yahawashi, whatever it is, man. You see? So let's continue.
Absence of whites in their eyes, giving the impression of empty eye
These demons,
sockets.
uh, uh,
This unsettled
angels
me,
on
and
the
it
left
took
hand
months to
side, man,
adjust to the
manifesting
reality
and
of
shape
alien
shifting, man, and
integration.
deceiving, man.
My
You see?
assignments largely dealt
As
with
an
UFO
assignment from
sightings
the
and
Most
crash
High.
sites. In August of
And they show pictures
1971, I
of these
witnessed my
chariots,
first
man,
UFO
you
crash
know?
site just north of Edwards Air
And we
Force Base in
understand, man, that
California.
Esau Edom has certain technology, man, that the Most High gave this man, but the Most High knows his bound. He didn't give him that much, man, but he gave him enough, man, to where he's going to deceive a lot of people, man, in these upcoming times, man. Before Yahawah, bahasham, sends Yahawashi, man, and chariots, man, and the fleet of angels, man, to come, Esau Edom is going to be trying everything in his power, man, to be deceiving us, man, and to deceive the rest of the world, man. But we not ignorant, man. The Most High is already showing us, man, through these scriptures, man, what's to come, man, and how to act, man, and how to conduct ourselves in these times, man. Thus, the knowledge and wisdom is going to be our stability, man, knowing these things, man.
Inside the craft were 3 grade humanoids, 2 dead, several photographs, which I did.
I don't want
Of
to make
all
the video
ages,
too
the
long, so
victims
skip to
more than
certain
anyone's.
parts.
The Greys were allowed to abduct unknown or abducted
We
by government.
understand these ain't aliens; these are
He was a human.
angels on the
50
left
nations
hand side.
participate. Methods to wipe out Denver, Chicago,
Let's,
Tampa.
let's talk about
So if we
abductions.
see a flu trails, release
Chemtrails,
bird
yeah, we
ailments,
understand these
cancer,
chemtrails, man.
damage to the immune systems, and
Doing what they do, man, to
sterilization in men.
poison us as a people, man. That
Since the
Esau
chemtrail
Edom
plan
has
was
going up,
implemented,
man, destroying the
sperm
environment.
count in men has dropped nearly
You
50%.
see, he
If this
whistleblowing
isn't reversed
everything, man.
soon,
You better
the
soak
human
it up
race will face early
and use
extinction.
wisdom, man, to discern different
Now the
parts,
grand
man, of what's a
finale.
lie and
This is some
what's a part
scary
of the
shit.
truth. But that's what Esau. This is what Esau Edom does, man. He mixes some truth with lie, man. He'll mix the truth with lie, man. And if you don't know how to discern it, man, you'll be deceived, man.
In March 1997, an event known as the Phoenix Lights became the most infamous UFO sighting in history. A man interviewed where a stealth bomber hovered only 20 feet above me. I
Listen
stood
to
there
this.
confused. Then Garris looked over at me and smiled, then asked if I was certain of what I was seeing. I replied, of course. What else could it be? I was then shocked to find out that this wasn't a real craft. It was a projected hologram. Since the early
You see, this is what Esau Edom, another upcoming deception that Esau Edom has coming, right? Another trick up his sleeve he thinks that he's going to be able to deceive us with, right? It's called Project Bluebeam. And if brothers have time, go ahead and look that up. Go ahead and look it up, man. And look at what Esau Edom, man, has coming, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. You see, so brothers, when you get time, man, if you want, through the spirit, man, look up Project Blue Beam, Salakia. Esau Edom trying to have holograms out here and stuff like that, man, to deceive. But we should not be deceived, man. We don't understand, man, what's what. Let's continue.
1950s, scientists have been developing holographic technology, and over the years improved it to a state that we can only imagine. As I stood there staring at the bomber, which looked so absolutely real and solid that I could reach up and touch it, I contemplated the possibilities. What if this projection was 1,000 feet up in the sky? How would anyone know that that was an illusion? The Phoenix Lights craft, witnessed by 10,000 people, was the first grand-scale skybeam test upon the public. It succeeded beyond expectations. In October 1938, Orson Welles unleashed his War of the Worlds radio broadcast to the American public. It was so realistically portrayed, vast portions of the population went into panic. Terrified citizens scrambled to evacuate their cities in droves. America had been easily tricked by very simple means. To amplify this response, those who are truly in power, not only our country, but all the countries on the planet, and who are the true purveyors of the depopulation process, have formulated the final stage of their sinister plan. In the year 2024, a global event will alter the course of mankind's future. The world will stand witness to a massive alien invasion. Thousands of projected holographic alien warships will blanket the skies, sending people.
And this is something that might come up soon, Akim, man, but we not deceived, man. You see, we gonna understand, man, what's a hologram or what's a fake, man, and when your house shark really coming, man, with the chariots, man, and with the angels. You see, so let's continue.
Into a global panic. Real military crafts within the holograms will inflict actual damage to the surrounding areas to sell the gimmick. And as a result of the ensuing human chaos, a one-world government will immediately form without any resistance from the people. They will be the new world order. Once this happens, we as a people will be doomed to enslavement and accelerated depopulation. With that said, the only hope for human salvation is to acquire and spread.
And you see that barcode, we understand that barcode, man, and Esau has barcodes on everything, man, which is the mark, man. There's a mark, not the mark that's coming up, but it has the 666, man, in it, man. And this is on everything, man. You see? But this is not the charagma that I'm talking about, man. But Esau Edom does have in the barcode, man. And if brothers want to look that up too, you know, it means 666, man.
Knowledge of these activities and agendas. Resist, retaliate, then conquer this imposing enemy. The time is now, as humanity is rapidly approaching its final days.
On the evening of October 25th, 19, Stephen Pulaski, and at least Stephen sensed that these creatures were not friendly and fired a tracer bullet over their heads. And when they kept on coming, UFO researchers as well as his own dog ran toward him, and Stephen attacked the dog.
That's how
Stephen
you
then
know
collapsed,
this
and after
isn't
time
no
began to come to his
aliens,
senses.
no,
The
man.
entire
These
group
demons,
commented
man,
on the nauseating,
on the left hand side
sulfur-like
of
odor
Yahawashi,
that was present.
man. You see,
One of the earliest references to a spacecraft
and it
is
keeps on
probably
referencing
that
Egypt,
found in
man.
an ancient
You
Egyptian
must
account,
connect the dots,
some
man.
1,500 years
Babylon is
before
Egypt,
Christ.
man. Spiritual Egypt.
One of the characteristics of that craft was the foul odor that emitted from it. With the Parker carried him in, they were interrogated as a result, airborne to chase the UFOs away, but later the Russian spacecraft Salyut 6 returned to Earth in 1978.
Deke Slayton, Gordon Cooper.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help.
Dr. Jacques Vallée has addressed the United Nations on UFOs and was the model for Lacombe in Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. In his book, reminiscent of the medieval tales of encounters with demons,
Here we go, right here.
and
Listen
the
to this.
popular conception. In his
Listen to
book,
this.
Messengers of Deception, Vallée says, an impressive parallel can be made between UFO occupants and the popular conception of demons.
There ain't no damn people from a different planet, no, man. These are angels, man, on the left-hand side of Yahawashi, man.
And in his book, Confrontations, he writes, the medical examinations to which abductees are said to be subjected, often accompanied by sadistic sexual manipulation, is reminiscent of the medieval tales of encounters with demons. He also made this statement, I believe that when we speak of UFO sightings as instances of space visitations, we are looking at the phenomenon on the wrong level. We are not dealing with successive waves of visitations from space. We are dealing with a control system.
Chariots of the
And he
Most High,
states,
man. We're not ignorant.
UFOs are the means through which man's concepts
Look
are
at
being rearranged. They are engaging in a worldwide enterprise of subliminal seduction.
The chariots of our salvation.
Jacques Vallée, at least at that time when he wrote that book, was an agnostic. Interestingly, he comes to basically the same conclusions I do as a Christian from my research. And he said about UFOs, they're real, but they're not physical. They're messengers of deception. And this was based on his research of about 20 years. They seem to be psychologically preparing, setting us up for some ultimate delusion that is too horrible even to imagine as yet. I would agree with that.
Yahawah bahasham, man. Hey, man, our salvation draweth nigh, man. We understand, hey, at the end of this, what he said, man, something horrible, man. Yeah, that's the kingdom of Yahawashi coming, man. With Yahawashi coming in the clouds, man, with the multitude of chariots, man, and angels, man. This is a horrible thing, man, to the heathen, man, and especially to Esau Edom, man. But hey, we understand, man, when we see these things, man, that we understand that our salvation draweth nigh, man. So let's get a couple of scriptures through the Spirit, and we're going to go ahead and end it off, man. For vengeance. Yep. This is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. That's right, man. These ain't aliens. These ain't people from another planets, man. As Esau Edom would have us to know, right? Or to try to deceive us with. We understand and that these are spirits on the left hand of Yahawah, what? Created for the day of destruction, right? To appease the wrath of him that made them. That's right, man. Created for vengeance, man. To do the will of Yahawah, man. Whatever it is, deception, or actually causing destruction, man. You see? But we, the hopeful elect, man, have Adawan Rasazah protection, and that we have faith, man, that we have protection from Yahawah, man, with the right hand angels keeping us in all his ways, man. You see, we got to keep on fighting this fight, man. Okay, because our warfare is not carnal, man. You see, there's principalities and all types of things, man, that's here, man, to deceive who the Most High wants to deceive, man. Because the Most High is causing people's delusions, man. You see, but we understand that this is not a delusion, man. This is real life, man. This is Yahawah Shemashah's will, man. You see, and aligning these things up with the scriptures, man, it just shows, man, that Yahawah Shemashah is real, man. Every man is a liar, man, and he's coming, man. He's sending Yahawashi, man. You see, he's sending destruction, man, and perilous times, man, to come, man, to this earth, man. You see, but the hopeful elect shall not be deceived. The hopeful elect shall not be destroyed, man, with this world, man. And the hopeful elect shall receive salvation, man, through the Spirit of Yahawah Shemashah, man. We are going to continue to do these works, man. Hey, all the way until the end, man. Hey, we gonna seek the Most High's face, man, now, man. Because in that day, man, 2/3, man, are going to be left behind, man, and melted, man. You see, because, hey, man, we all have a chance, man, to hear and come back, man, to Yahawah Shemashah, man. In truth and sincerity, man. You know, every man is supposed to be chasing his own salvation, man. You see, it says seek ye your own salvation, man, with fear and trembling, man. And it says put on as the elect, man. Make our calling of election sure, man. Hey, and keep the faith, man. You see, fight the good fight, man. Run the race, man, to gain salvation, man. Adawan Ratazah, we are of that number that was from the beginning of the world, man, to receive and to do these works to get salvation, man. You see, from the beginning, before works was, man, there was the elect number, man, that Yahawah Shemashah elected, man, to receive salvation, man, from Yahawashi, man. You see, a people given to Yahawashi, man. We are the Israelites, Yasharala, man. And the kingdom is coming soon, man. And we're going to continue to chant down the destruction, man, and chant down Babylon the Great all the way to dust, man. You see, we gonna continue, man, to do the works of Yahawashi, no matter what, man. We gonna continue to endure. Why? Because he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, and we understand, man, there's a time coming that's gonna deceive the whole world. But through the spirit of Yahawashi, the election not be deceived. Let me get that. Let's end it off on that. So what I like. Rock it, let it load. Yeah, man. So like, let me try it again. Let's get in. We're gonna end it off on this. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 24. And it says, "For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders." Right? We saw Edom thinking that he's going to be able to do all these things to deceive us, right? Along with the rest of these nations, man. And 2/3, man, but the whole collection not be deceived, as you're going to see. And it says, and so much that if it were possible, in which we understand that it's impossible, you see, they shall deceive the very elect, man. So, hey, Yahawah by Shema Shah for the truth, for giving us and opening us up to these mysteries, man, to understand these times at which we're heading into, and giving us the knowledge and wisdom to be able to endure these times, man, unto salvation. You see, Adawan Ratazah, man, we are able to endure to the end, in which we should have faith that we are. So, hey, man, thankful to Yahawah Shema Shah for revealing these things to us, man. Hey, man, thankful for the men, the pastors, according to the Most High's heart, which feed us and continue to feed us, man, and the like-minded brethren, man, on down, man, you know, with this truth, man, which shall save us, man, in the end, man. Out of one righteous eye, we continue, man, in this faith, man. So, hey, ending off, want to say Kahalam La Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. I want to say double honors to the head apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who teach in truth and sincerity. And I want to say Shalawam to the hopeful elect, the one-third remnant, Akim Akwa of the house of David. Shalawam, peace be unto you and your households, man. So Shalawam, Abab Bar, DTA soon and very soon, Kwame Yasharala. Shalawam.